Mormon courtship. We can watch TV together, but not in the same house. We can watch TV together, but not on the same couch. And in 6 months, you can take your sweater off and I can see your blouse. Girl, look at that blouse. Oh, it's a beautiful blouse with some round cap sleeves that your grandma gave you last Christmas Eve. She made them from your granddad's jeans. Your dead granddad's jeans. Just Mormon courtship. We can have dinner together, but not in the same. Fuck. Ah.
Is that the lyrics?
Mormon courtship. We can go see a band, but we can't see the same band. We can go share some soup, but not from the same can. And in 1 year, I'll get to hold your sweet hand. I'll get to hold your hand. I'm gonna write you a letter saying how much I care. And once your mom reads it and your dad reads it and his brother and his second cousin and the barber and the village elder, well, baby, someone's gonna give it to you. You can finally read it too. It's just Mormon courtship. It's just Mormon courtship. Girl, look at that blouse. Picking up the pieces now of everything I know is true. Walking through the fields of gold is what I do. What I do. Crossing all the bridges now. I'm doing this all for you. Burn the candle to the ground is what I do. What I do. Thoughts are getting softer now. You know that I would die for you. Run away and make you proud. That's what I do. What I do. I'm picking up the pieces now of everything I know is true. Walking through the fields of gold is what I do. What I do.
It costs that much 'cause it takes me fucking hours. Fucking hours. It costs that much 'cause I don't have superpowers. Superpowers. So you need to pay for my skills 'cause exposure doesn't pay the bills. It costs that much 'cause it takes me fucking hours. You need to pay for my skills 'cause exposure doesn't pay the bills. It costs that much 'cause it takes me fucking hours.
Good evening. I'm your host, Anus McFucknuts. But tonight, I am appearing as Uncle Warren in our Weird Wednesday. Good evening. It is Wednesday on the East Coast here in America. Not quite sure in South America how that works. Maybe Brazil. I don't know. Brazil's got like an extra thing like Canada does. You know, that extra time zone. The Phantom Zone. That's where General Zod and his minions live. I'm a little slow talking right now because I had a little bit of a mini panic attack right before the show because I was hearing the music, but I was hearing an echo. I was like, where's it coming from? And it was like PTSD, man. It was just like from the early days of Extra Bulla when we were still trying to figure out all the audio and shit, and everything was always fucked up. I'm assuming I'm unmuted right now, so nobody said muted in the chat, so I'm pretty sure I'm good. We've come a long way, baby. But it brought back memories of like that mystery. Where is that coming from? See, when you do tech for these kind of things, and I've been doing like this kind of tech stuff forever, like in radio and TV and stuff. So you find that you get that mystery signal, you know, what the fuck, man? Where is it? You're just like, you know, it's like a mouse in your house and it just keeps getting away. You don't know where it is. So, yeah, exactly. Blade Runner phone rig. That was it. But that was the thing though. That wasn't a mystery. It was a mystery for you guys. It wasn't a mystery to me and Jimmy because we didn't hear it, but you guys did. It was just so weird. But that was one of those things. And I guess that wasn't too long ago. But that wasn't like a major, like, oh shit, I got the wrong thing connected kind of thing. It was just oh, I just needed to mute this. Yeah. So, let me shout out everybody. We got folks, tonight normally we're on Jimmy's, Twitch channel, but I'm pretty sure she's probably gaming tonight, on her thing. So this is like kind of the sausage fest, although it's just one sausage, couple of meatballs, but, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Get your hand off my penis!
Over on Rumble, we have Dingo, Ate Me Baby, with the classic Hi Fam, all caps. Good to see you. On Rockfin, we got Jim holding it down. Dick Clark presents Anus McFucknuts. Guaranteed. Miguel holding it down on the Kick. I think Miguel is my first and only Kick channel subscriber. So yeah, if you're on Kick, you know, just subscribe over there. I don't know. They said it's like a gaming thing or something, but there was options in there to turn off all the gambling shit. So, you know, and I'm just using it as an extra platform. So, you know, I'm not into that, the Kick lifestyle. I don't even know what the Kick lifestyle is. But apparently hardly anybody's on there, but it's a nice Twitch alternative because you can stream you can multi-stream on Kick, but you can't multi-stream with Twitch. So you folks, and this was a recent thing that Twitch decided. So all you folks that have been trying to watch the shows that we do on Twitch and can't see it until after it's, you know, the show's over and you watch the video on demand, the VOD, as they say in the biz, then, you know, then you're fine. But it's weird, but it's just like a blank screen. You can comment, the chat's there, but you can't watch the video. It's very weird. Over here on YouTube, what we got over here? Choosy's here. You don't hear choosy mothers talking about Fluffernutter a whole lot. No, that's probably the truest thing you've probably said, Choosy. Gamer's here. Good to see you, buddy. Mastermind Hour, little ditty about Jimmy and Warren. You know, I had a third grade teacher, Miss Brewer, and her first name was Warren. She was named after like an uncle or something, an Uncle Warren, and they just stuck an E on the end of it to make it feminine. So we had like this little special bond because we had the same kind of name. Other than that, she was kind of a bitch. There's a later life, she was just kind of like this corrupt. I don't know, not corrupt. She was all right. She was all right lady. She's just, you know, these ladies down south, these older ladies get a little taken in by the you know, the religious and the political stuff. So That's the South for you. What else we got up in this fucker? We got the Miguel 5000 quantum computer online. Good to see you. Cowboy Kitty, always a pleasure. I'm Anthony Malecki for those who haven't been around that long. Damn, thanks for that Marvel origin story. Rick's in here, the concierge of hell, taking a break. Do you take a smoke break in the hell? Because, I mean, you're basically on fire like the whole time. So aren't you just basically smoking all the time? Earl of Laurel, good to see you. It's been a minute, I think, hasn't it? Or maybe that's my stoner brain. Or maybe both. Who knows? We got Max Sarjay here. Max. She puts her lotion on the skin. Else she gets the hose again. Shelly, good to see you, sweetie. Who else is up in this? Ed Heller. Is this a secret Uncle Mundus track? Who? Anus? No, I know Anus is... We're going to have an origin story for Anus McFucknuts and his musical journey and how he made a deal with the devil down at the crossroads. But the thing was, he asked for something ridiculously stupid. Ohio legalized pot. Very good. That's excellent. So congrats to the Ohio peeps who want to light up on the legal tip. Turns out, I don't know, it's a thing in New York, but pay cash, you don't pay tax. I don't know if that's a thing for like, you know, legal. I'm pretty sure it's not, but I know of 2 places that do it. So anyway, if I missed you, as always, I will aim better next time. So good evening to the Wednesday night prayer meeting. I hope everyone is having a wonderful time in your neck of the woods, wherever you are. Sorry, I'm going to do a Marco Rubio. It's not Gatorade water. It's New York tap water. Because, you know, I have a death wish. SFT, what's up? Good to see you. Mastermind says, living in the land of milk and honey has made everyone diabetic and lactose intolerant. Exactly. I think the lactose intolerant, you know what? I put on the conspiracy theory hat, and I've probably heard this before too. Hey, Lurley, what's going up? Going up. What's going up? That's gonna be my new thing. I'm gonna say, instead of saying hi and what's going on, I'm gonna say, hey, what's going up? And they could say, hey, prices, ha ha ha, and then we have a dad joke together. Lurley over on Rumble, good to see her. I'm your father. It's from Star Wars. I'm in outer space. Okay, cool. I want to go to space. I'm telling you, man, if like one of these knuckleheads has a rocket that they say, look, we're gonna shoot you out of the the solar system in the deep space. It's a one-way trip. We'll provide you all the little Debbie snacks that we can fit on the ship. And what do you say? I'll be like, I'm out. New York City comes from a huge reservoir up towards your way, Shelley. Oh, you're upstate there? Oh, nice. I like upstate. I've taken the train up there a couple of times going up to Kent. And that's lovely country going through there. Getting out of the city is so nice. I haven't really been out of the city. Technically, New Jersey, in the middle of New Jersey, I guess that's technically out of town, but, you know, kind of like out of the frying pan into the fire. No offense to my Jersey peeps, wherever you are. What's going on over here? Monitoring Kick. Hey, Pacheco Rome, what's up over on Kick? Very good. Hey there. There's more folks here than in Kit's Kick space. Wow. I don't know what that means. Is that a thing? Let's see what that looks like. Ooh. I know this kit. I think this Kick is like a secret hideout. We shouldn't tell anybody about it, right? Subscribe to it, but don't tell anybody. I don't know how that works, but you know, we could make that magic happen. Sorry, I'm doing some techie shit. Why Why do you forsake me? Okay, never mind. Sorry, just talking to myself. Yeah, so that's nice. We got 20 people watching on YouTube. That's very good. My apologies in advance. I'm able to monitor my bit rate as the show progresses, and it's been doing some wonky doodle shit, so you may have seen some shit drop. A little, Jay Giles freeze frame. So it's not exactly the best internet. I'm kind of rolling the dice tonight, actually, because we had some internet issues earlier this week. Dingo says over Rumble, Upstate makes it sound like she's in prison. Yeah, I know, right? She's in state. She's upstate. I guess, I don't know, is that an Illinois thing with you, Joliet? I don't know where, Ed's our, I think Ed's one of our Chicago representatives here tonight. I don't know with upstate, but I always heard upstate, New York. I never heard upstate anywhere else. When I lived in North Mississippi, when I was going to Mississippi State University, go Bulldogs. I had a thing. Never mind. I'm too lazy. And yes, this thing's drooping because I'm too cheap. The headphones still work. They just look a little special needs. So I'm just gonna don't worry about it. It's just I'll just tilt my head. Maybe it looks better. I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling. But like I would tell people in Mississippi that I lived in upstate Mississippi, and they were like, "Where?" I'd say North Mississippi. Oh, why would you just say that? And fuck off. It's like I don't want to, anyway, get an argument over that kind of thing. Some arguments down there are just not worth it. You use logic, you use reason, you use science, you can even use wizardry. It doesn't matter, and it's just going to go in one ear and out the other. It may stick around inside for a few minutes and get lost. Might look for a vending machine or or a bathroom, and then it'll leave the other ear, but it definitely won't stick in their heads as some sort of knowledge. Attica is upstate. Attica. You know what? Speaking of rage, we need to vent our rage. I normally don't do videos on this thing, but I love this thing. I love this video so much. And I know it's been going on. You probably guys seen it probably a million times. We're going to see it again. It's the chick who is hungry. She's hangry. She's not hangry. She's like insane. She's hangry insane. Anyway, where's this bitch? Hello. Okay, this is this chick. So anyway, I just thought this was some nice cathartic release. So let's listen to her just rage for a second. Hopefully this works. Survey says
I worked 10 hours. All I want is Wingstop.
That's a little excessive.
Why?
That's a little excessive. CEO is angry.
I'm fucking starving, Swig. What did you eat today? I ate nothing. Nothing.
Hangry Metal.
I worked 10 hours. All I want is Wingstop. All I want is Wingstop. Why?
It's a little excessive.
I'm fucking starving, Swig. What did you eat today? I ate nothing. I worked 10 hours. All I want is
worked 10 hours. What it feels like working a 9 to 5 for someone else. That's right. Poor lady. That's what happened to her. Capitalism drove that poor lady crazy. What's up, V.S. Adams? Good to see you. Oh my goodness. But that's how I feel right now. I just feel, I ate nothing. Dingo, her name is not Karen. Come on, don't be like that. She working girl, not like that kind of working girl. She said she worked 10 hours. Didn't you hear the rant? Come on, man. She worked 10 hours. She's starving. She ate nothing. I know, right, Ed? Isn't that a fucking jam? I was like, oh, and all this pent up rage and anxiety, and I was listening to that today, and I was just like, oh, well, I smoked some pot, that helped, but that I just needed that rage, and I thought she was just like awesome. I mean, I've seen it before, but in the spirit of the craziness with the head stuff, it was very nice. Choosy, you said you should have gone to bed at 3 a.m., but you stayed up to watch a movie asking if there was rainforests in New York State. Short answer, no. Actually, there was videos, but yes, there's like temperate zones upstate. Circle back. See, we came back. There's temperate zones up there, but they're not like rainforests, but they have like the conditions for rainforests in New York. Isn't that crazy? Talk about it. We got the urban jungle here in New York City, but upstate, they might have like a real ass jungle. What did you eat, Warren? I ate nothing. I know, right? That's a fucking anthem right there, man. Nothing. That's what we should do. We should go up to like the White House and up to all these like politicians' houses and just do that, just say, I worked 10 hours. You imagine like 10,000 people screaming, I ate nothing. When she said, hurry up, bitch. There's hot springs in some places upstate. Yes. Subtropical rainforest. I don't know about that. But I didn't really read into it too much. I just saw a little blurb about it, and they kind of showed a map, and it showed like these areas that had it was like two spots, one a little further south, and then one up, up northern New York-y thing. Oh, good times. Anyway, I hope you all are having a wonderful evening. It's like I said, it's Weird Wednesday. And the reference in the title tonight, what a Woyld, from Spaceballs with the yogurt when he's like fading away. What a world. So that, and hence the need for the as Dingo called her, questioning if she was Karen. She may have been a locked and loaded, like a weaponized Karen. I think that chick could probably eat through a wall. What's up, Ghost Art? Good to see you. Yes, Israel is not. Yeah, it's starting to not look good in the eyes of some of their most ardent supporters and allies, right? But just like the political parties, there's still the cults. I see it on the tweeters all the time. These people. You got your confused ones who are like confusing the Zionists with the non-Zionist Jews there, and they don't know, the difference. They don't know the history of Zion, and and even I don't even know like that much about, like the whole thing. I'm starting to, travel down that rabbit hole and discover that, and that's what we got to do. I mean, it's as long as you're looking at least reputable sources of information, those rabbit holes can be very informative, very frightening, and very intense, So, and anybody that's watched this show for a while knows that I've been just preaching that, we got to break people out of these cults. And how we do it though is of key importance too, right? We have to do it. I don't know, it's going to sound stupid, but I have a degree in communications, and I've also studied a lot of different kinds of communications, like not necessarily linguistics, but more of like more of a sociological kind of thing, kind of like a amateur anthropologist kind of thing. I don't know what to call it, but I notice the way people talk to each other, and when people get into arguments, and why they get into arguments, and how they get into arguments, that kind of thing. So I'm always trying to be like some sort of peacemaker, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, but this whole deal that's going on over there, we got kids that are getting whacked every day, and it just didn't just start. It's been going on for a while. But I think they're at a tipping point now, where whether what's going to happen for real over there, like the future. Is it? I mean, is someone going to stop Israel, or is Israel going to be allowed to wipe Gaza and pretty much the West Bank too, off the face of the earth? Who's going to do that? Who's going to stand up? And in doing, if someone does stand up, if a country decides to stand up and do it, depending on which country it is that the thing that triggers World War III? Someone was mentioning like, oh, well, how dare you say that, thinking about, well, freeing Palestine would cause World War III. It's like, you're not wishing that would happen. It's just, it is a possibility it could happen. It's a very volatile area of the planet, and especially now, right? I mean, with Israel getting carte blanche to do whatever the hell it wants, as long as the United States is footing the bill, then somebody's eventually going to step up. That's happened before, it'll happen again, but this time, this might be the big one. I'm just hoping that peaceful ways can, to get, I want Palestine to be free, and I want them to have their own state, preferably their own land back, right? I mean, I don't dislike Jewish people. I'm just a hateful person to Zionists. I don't like to say hate, but the most atrocious things that they've done, I definitely hate the things they've done. But these people, I don't know if these people are actually people that are committing these atrocities. It's just, and that's where the anxiety, and the depression and panic attacks for me personally has been happening. And I'm not special there. I know a lot of people have been trying to digest this whole situation and process it, and it just seems like something out of a bad dream that you just can't wake up from, right? So anyway, I wanted to use tonight as kind of like a support group for us that are maybe feeling the same way about this kind of stuff, and of course our own bullshit that's going over here with Captain Crunch running the ship, and everybody knows that electoral politics is bullshit anyway. So so should we even really care about the dog and pony show? I guess we have to, because we still have to educate the masses and show them that this is all a facade, this is all bullshit, and that is something we have to be consistent with, because that is a message that has to be consistent, that everything that is going on here is just bullshit, and these people and these cults are just feeding into it. And some of these people, I would say, know that it's evil and are complicit anyway. And some of these people are just very naive, maybe not that smart, or smart at all, and are easily manipulated by people. It happens in religion, it happens in politics, it happens in all kinds of social settings. People who just want to belong to something, be a part of something. And they think it's good, but they're being lied to. They think it's good, but it's not. Anyway, I'm totally ignoring people over here. So, Dingo says, "Yo, go fart." Okay, sure. All right, I probably could have not read that. Maybe that's like some secret code. Sorry, Dingo, I was trying to out your code there. Anyways, what do you guys think about all this? I mean, are you processing it? How are you processing it? Miguel says, I've been listening to Spaces on Twitter. There's a lot of information and perspectives out there. Very interesting. I like the concept of Spaces, but unfortunately my ADHD brain needs visuals, right? And it's just I tend to drift off. That's why I can't do audiobooks unless if I'm in bed and my eyes are closed, I can listen to an audiobook. Sometimes I'll drift off, but I don't know. But I should definitely check out those Spaces more. I'll work on that. Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of good information in there for now, until Elon pulls the plug on that. Mastermind says Spaces fucks up my phone. How does it fuck up your phone? Does it reach through your phone? Which would be kind of ironic if you have to get a restraining order against an app called Spaces, because you figure you get space. You figure probably not. Gamer says, I fall asleep with waterfall sounds and fan noises and such videos on YouTube. Yeah, me too. I do that too. I have a nice little rainstorm on a tin roof channel. It's like one of these things they're like an hour long to like a whole 24 hours long. I don't know how people get away with a 24-hour video on there. That's gotta be hella huge, right? 24-hour video. Even at like low res, still, come on. But it's there, and it goes to sleep. I got a timer on the TV, right? So, and I also have a timer on the computer, and so it all goes off. I'm tech boy. I don't want that Alexa shit in my house, but I can set up my automatic shit myself. Bedwetter special. Those videos are comforting, gamer. Gamer, a lot of the world's population is brainwashed, in my opinion. I try to keep that in mind too. I know you really want to hate some of these people, but I know, and I'm not saying that is an excuse at all. That that a lot of this hate that's coming out of some of these people, they know it's 2023. There is alternate information sources that is not the mainstream media where you can get the truth. The whole thing about it is people don't want to know the truth that are like that, because if they know the truth, then it means things are totally different than what they believe them to be now. And what they believe them to be now is they live in their nice little home, with their little family, with their little family problems and their little, parties with the neighbors and, their little suburban type shit that they don't really care about. They're getting theirs. And that's the thing. And I think that's where humanity is at right now. As a whole, yeah, it's dog eat dog. There's pockets of resistance. There's pockets of people who are trying to make a difference, trying to make the world a better place. But think about it. We are so saturated with capitalistic ideals in this country It'd be like trying to paint over a rusted car. I mean, there's no paint. There's no chassis anymore. It's all rust. You have to replace it. You can't paint over it. You have to replace it. Or get a new fucking car. I don't know how that analogy works, but Rick says, I literally had a fallout with a friend of mine over my Instagram post. She doesn't want to face reality. I get it, but still upsetting. Of course. Well, what is it? The 12 steps? Was the first one denial? Yeah, of course it's denial. That's why you have to be consistent, with the message that you're trying to relay to these people. For one thing, make sure it's true and accurate, because you don't want to be that guy that says, oh yeah, remember that shit you told me? That was all bullshit. Yeah. And then you get that rep. You don't want to get that rep. You want good rep. Like, yeah, that's good info. More, please. And then, and then they tell two friends, and then they tell two friends, and so on, and so on, and so on. Echo East. Echo East. What reference is that? Mastermind says, Warren, I am high as fuck, so be forewarned before reading one of my comments that might tend to ramble on without much of a point. Or wait, what was I saying? Wah, 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 wah.
This is dick crazy.
You damn right that's dick crazy. Big L said, I used to talk to Siri, but she changed. What happened? Them bitches get famous, and then they just, next thing you know, they're fucking Ryan Gosling, and, exactly, Rick. Dingo says, I don't trust those sleep sound videos or apps putting subliminal messages in your head. Every time I use them, I wake up with blood on my hands. Yeah. Anyway. No, I don't want to be an accomplice. I don't care what you do on your own time. Just don't involve me or the police at the same time. Godspeed, Dingo. I hope you have bail money. Can't buff out capitalism. That's right, Ghost Art. You sure as fuck can't. It is quite impossible. And you got the more you know at the end too. Fuck yeah, bonus points. Yeah, I don't like those fucking Siri or Alexa. I want to talk to no robot chick. I get enough of that when I call, customer service. And well, it's not a robot chick, but it's, might as well be. They're just going by the script. I pulled a Karen on one lady because she overcharged me for something on Amazon, and I said, I want to speak to your manager. I sure did, man. I pulled the white card. I pulled the mayonnaise card. I pulled the potato salad card. I said, I want to speak to your manager. And long story short, they didn't do anything. So, didn't work. So I never pulled the Karen card again. I should have pulled the Karen Carpenter card. Maybe they would have given me a sandwich. What was that? There's a joke. Old people might get this. If Mama Cass had given Karen Carpenter her sandwich, they both might be alive today. Anybody ever heard that one before? That's like one of those dark humor things, like the deceased kid jokes, which were going around, but there was the dead baby jokes. Yeah. Anyway, can't tell those unless I want to keep the channel. In the multiverse, there are an infinite number of Earths that don't suck ass. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in this one with Warren. Just my luck. Yes, Mastermind, just your luck. Good luck, bad luck is in the eye of the beholder. I'm gonna say good luck. You know, we can be buds. We can do you know what? We need to do a buddy cop movie together. Like the 80s style. We'll have like feathered hair and shit. It'd be awesome. Earl says, I once bypassed the manager and just made the guy who made my food look at it. Wow. Fucking A, man. That's some Jedi mind trick shit right there, man. They look at my cracker ass. They say, sorry, Santa, you ain't getting shit, you fucking Dollar Tree Kenny Rogers looking motherfucker. Fucking wish I was Kenny Rogers. Be eating me some fucking kick-ass baked chicken. I don't know if anybody ever ate at a Kenny Rogers Roasters. That shit was good. It's a little pricey, though. It's probably why they went out of business. She voted Biden, other than basically doesn't follow politics. Yeah, I know, right? We all have the normies in our non space life here. You know, I know a lot of people at work that have no clue. I tell them what's going on, like overseas and stuff, and what's going on here, and they're like, "Oh man, how you know so much stuff?" I was like, "Look, I'm just paying attention. I tell them who, give them some channels to listen to." And, sometimes every once in a while, someone would come up to me, "Yeah, man, I saw that video you was telling me about. Man, that's fucked up shit, right?" And you talk about it, so. And I've talked to a lot of these guys that I work with are Muslim, right? A lot of them are from that area, at least like Egypt and Sudan and like parts around, that area. I mean, I'm not quite sure where Sudan is, but like I said, the majority of the people that I work with are Muslim and speak Arabic, and they are very gracious in the way, I shouldn't say great, more patient in the way when they speak with me, because they know I don't know Arabic. When they're talking with each other, it's like, machine gun. They talk to me, they have to talk really slow because they don't know English very well, and I have to talk very slow because, they don't know English very well. But some of the guys that do know English pretty well, we've had some conversations about things and, important things going on in the world. And, they're just as concerned as everybody else, And these are people that have like family over there, right? I would tell you about my guys at the end of the block there at the deli, the Yemeni guys, nicest people on the planet, So all this propaganda about, like Muslims being terrorists or whatever, yeah, maybe the extremists, but I mean, anybody who takes any sort of the religion to the extreme is extremely dangerous, and some people are, they've tried peaceful means of trying to settle their differences with people, and it didn't work. So they had to resort to guerrilla tactics, as it were, which on the other side would call it terrorist attacks, and, it's just, like I said, it just goes back to what we're all trying to deal with as far as like your level of concern, your level of like emotional involvement with what's going on. Me personally, I don't have kids myself, but I adore children. I think they're just the sweetest. I see the kids come in my job all the time, and they're just the sweetest things, and just the smile, and it's just a wonderful thing. It's just, you just see that potential for that hope for the future, that these kids might actually be cool. But then you see those kids like in Walmart or something that are sitting there just like, scream, I ate nothing. So the kids, breaking a toy. You got those kids, but for the majority, the kids are all right. They don't know anything, right? They're taught hate. They're taught bad things, right? And unfortunately, a lot of those things that they're taught that's bad sticks with them, and then they end up doing bad things as adults, and it just it fucks up their life. So we got to make sure that we take care of them early. Get them, make sure they're loved, taken care of, and educated, and given a shot. Have a future, because at the rate we're going, I mean, just think about kids being born right now are being born into two wars that could possibly get us into the big one, the one that really will end all conventional wars. What did Einstein said? I don't know what weapons World War III will be fought with, but I know World War IV will be fought with like sticks and rocks or something like that. Yeah. It's the ego, the hubris, the greed, the hate. That's what's driving humanity right now, or at least the so-called leaders of humanity. And God knows who's driving them. Well, a lot of people in this space knows who's driving them, but anyway, you know the point. So, oh, hey, Sherry. Good to see you, sweetie. Always a pleasure. Like when older people call each other sweetie, it's very affectionate. It's not demeaning. We're not being like, you're lesser or anything like that. See, us older folks, we don't take it. We're like, oh, thank you. And if somebody calls me sweetie, I'm like, well, thank you too. I like that. That's it. But I'm from the South. We call everybody like sweetie and honey and sugar and shit like that, because we like eating and we like being reminded of food. So when we talk to somebody, we call you sugar, honey. Oh shit. Oh yeah, Tim Dillon did that great skit about McCain's daughter. Yeah, Gabe, I remember that where he was like dressed up like her. Holy shit. That was so much fun. Sweet honey sugar, that's right. You don't call me sweetie. Aw, SFT, you are sweetie. Come here. Come here, come get your virtual hug. There you go. That was almost the, okay, here's a hug, get away from me. The one where you're just kind of like, Jim. Hi, honey. I ate that thing. I think we should have that as as an addition to the soundboard Hall of Fame up here. Just the part where she goes, I ate that thing with the guitar and the shit. Sherry, I keep forgetting. Sherry, have a good night. I keep forgetting she's on the West Coast. Why is she doing up so late? But it's like, she's on the West Coast. I think she is. I thought you were on the West Coast. Oh, I know, right? That would have been, yeah. Rocktober presents I ate nothing. I know, you know what? I'm giving myself 11 months to come up with some sort of mini music festival. We'll probably have to do it on Rumble or Rockfin or something so we don't get copyrighted, but we'll do like a rock fest, a Rocktober rock fest, and we'll have some bands. We'll play some music, like some real music you can't play on here. Yemeni are based resistant fighters, especially the Houthis. The U.S. warned them not to fire any more drones They were like, fuck you, and launched drones an hour afterwards. Nice, Dingo. That's awesome. I know, right? They are based as fuck. They're based people, man. These guys, I tell you, man, they are dedicated family people. These Yemeni guys, because they work 7 days a week, like long days, right? And they make that money, make that money, make that money, make that money. They do that for about a year. Then they take the money, then they go home, then they stay there for a year. But unfortunately, from what I've been told, a lot of these cats have paused their plans of going back because of the situation over there. So, you know, the situation isn't just there, you know, its tentacles stretch around the world, affecting all kinds of people. You know, these guys can't go home. You know, can't go see their families. And that's one of the things that really made this thing seem real to me. I mean, you know, yes, it's real, of course, but when you're seeing somebody talking about it on video, you have a certain reaction to that, right? But when you're speaking with somebody in person and they're relaying their personal experience about what's going on, you know, it really just like, and it's somebody you like too. It's like, I've known this guy for like 10 years. Just the nicest guys you ever want to meet. You know, when I've been flat broke, they'd be like, here, I'm gonna make you a sandwich. You just pay me back when you get paid. Right? They're one of these kind of guys. You can't go to Target and say that. You can't go to Walmart. You can't go to these chain stores and do that. It's these local shops that do that kind of stuff. You know, that's part of the local charm. You know, it's like the haggling kind of thing, but sometimes it's like, hey, you know, a little down on the luck, but you're a steady customer. Here you go. I know you'll be back. You know, they're good business people too, like that. So, but very nice people. And I really hate to see that they're going through that. You know, and I work with a guy who has, you know, family in Palestine, you know, and he's, you know, beside himself, doesn't know what to do. You know, he just knows the situation with his family. He knows that, well, he knows the history, you know, and it's just like, you know, I don't even know how the guy works. I guess he works to try and keep his mind off of it, but I see him on his phone looking at video and stuff and news, and you know, it's just heartbreaking. You know, if it was the situation was reversed and I was in a faraway country and I know my family was just getting just massacred, and there was nothing, even if I flew home, there was nothing I could do about it. You know, it would just, I think it would just break my heart. You know, and I know a lot of them. That's the people that protested here, and a lot of people that's protested around the world. A lot of those people, they do have empathy, you know, and are allies. But I would say a lot of those people also too have some sort of ties to the Middle East, you know, to families over there. You know, maybe distant cousins or maybe even close family. You know, like my friends at the end of the block here. So. Anyway, I just wanted to vent on that. I know we don't usually go very long on these shows, but you know, I just wanted to hang out with you guys tonight because have like a little as the cool dad would say, you know, a rap session. He'd call this a rap session, you know. We do, Rick. We do live on planet bullshit. We do live on planet bullshit. And I'm not, you know, I'm kind of a nihilist at heart, but I'm more of like a self-nihilist. But, I mean, I don't know there has to be some sort of event that happens that sparks a chain reaction in order to change the system, right? The thing is, what is that spark? Is it something good, like you get like 1 million people in the streets and you finally, break down that fence around the White House, and you go in, you have like a real, people going into buildings and confronting their politicians and saying, hey, we're tired, we're done with this, we're going to change things. I don't see that happening now. I don't see that happening. I don't know. We just need to come up with ways to find a positive spark, something that is so amazing and unique that just amazes people, that it's like it just inspires them to want to do good things and make changes, but I don't know. The other alternative is meteor. I mean, it's not good change, but it's pretty quick change. You would you'd see a lot of change very, very, very rapidly. So, I kid about being on Team Meteor, but I don't know. Sometimes, for like a split hair second, I kind of think, I don't know, might be, sometimes it ain't worth cleaning. Sometimes you just gotta knock it down and start over. But heck no, meteor is not going to happen now. Although, it could. I'm just saying, just look up Apophis. That's all I'm saying. There's a very slight chance. There's a very slight, here, I'll put it in the chat for everybody. Just Google this, Apophis. I know it's a weird name. So Google that. So in 2029, that rock's coming fairly close to the Earth. Won't hit the Earth. But if it hits this, what my friend, the physicist Robbie Moore says, hits a gravitational keyhole near the Earth, that it could alter its course to where it comes back around again in 2036 and hits us. He said there's a very slight chance that could happen. It really depends on what happens in 2029. So, yay! If you thought, the apocalypse was now, maybe not. Maybe give it about 6 years. Or, no, 13 years. Ominous years. 13 ominous years. Well, folks, we've gotten to that part of the show where I'm cottonmouth and I'm starting to ramble, and I'm pretty sure you guys have about 4 or 5 different conversations going on in these chats, but I do appreciate all's y'all's. That's right. We talked that was Mundus Ultra. I was talking to Robbie about that, about space. Programming note. Oh, thanks, Gamer. He said, good show tonight, Uncle. I appreciate you. Yes, Mastermind, before we go, I got to tell you this because he is right. We are traveling through a meteor shower. It is the Taurid meteor shower. It used to be like this 100-mile wide comet, and then it broke up and it just became the Taurid meteor stream. The Earth passes through it, the tail or whatever, the debris field twice a year. So food for thought. It's not just Apophis out there. It could be it could be a whole bunch of other shit. Who knows? All I'm saying is just be good people. Be good because and try to love people. Even if they're shitty, because you never know if they're just brainwashed or not. And you might be able to get through them. That's the thing with communicating with people. In comedy, they call it getting a feel, for the audience, right? Know your audience. And, so when you're talking to somebody, you may have to, it's like, well, you should just tell them the truth. It's like, no, you just don't shoehorn what you're trying to tell them. You got to get that person comfortable with you, And if you're not comfortable with this person, you're not going to be able to tell them either, because when you say it, they're going to know that, that you don't trust them or whatever. They're going to feel that shit. Anyway, like I said, rambling too much. Wait. There are videos on the dark side of Darren Stevens. I don't even know what that means. But if I'm used to always being uncomfortable, well, I tell you what, it's like my friend used to say, expect the worst and you won't be disappointed. Yeah, she's really hot, of course. Folks, I appreciate all y'all. I love you very much. If you don't think anybody loves you, it's bullshit. There's at least one person that loves you. And I say that because you guys have been nothing but supportive and great chat. You always bring the good stuff. And I know Jimmy appreciates it for the secret show on the weekends. It's like I keep saying, we're just trying to keep the morale up. I know sometimes we talk about some dark shit, and you got to, man. Sometimes you got to go low, and you got to talk about that dark shit. But you go low so you can go high, and so you can get out of that darkness and find the positives out of it. But right now, there's not a lot of positives. But I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, what's going on over there. If you have your favorite independent news source that you trust, not that you think they're fun or whatever, but you actually trust, you think they're actual journalists, that they do their jobs, and you support them, just keep watching those shows. And telling your friends about those shows too. Tell your normie friends. They're out there. And some of them might be, you know your friends better than I do. And we do. So, but you may know that one that might be like, hey, I'm a little on the fence on this stuff. I could use a little more information. You could be that person and say, hey, look, you could be filling in the gaps for them and say, look, this is why you don't understand this. It's because A, B, and C. Right? And finally, let's end on a high note in more ways than one. To recap, the good news today, Ohio legalized pot. Congratulations, Ohio. There's a lot of angry people in Ohio who need legal weed. Seriously, angry people. In Cincinnati alone, don't ask me how I know that. It's one source I can't divulge. Anywho, I'm going to smoke a bowl, probably take a dump and go to bed. So TMI, too bad. That's why it's weird. Folks, enjoy your night. Programming note. I'm going to be on Misty Winston's show, on her radio show, on TNT Radio this Friday at, I believe it's 5:00 Eastern. Anyway, I'll put it on the community thingy Glaven on YouTube. And I've been on there a few times. She's fun to talk to, and we really don't have any set questions or anything like that. We just do like we do on my show on the Extra Bull Alive. We just go free form and just talk about. She probably has some things on her mind, and we just kind of go off of it. And she's fun to talk to. So, and then we'll be back Saturday for the secret show after After Beauty and the Boomer and Political Matrix. Programming note for Beauty and the Boomer, in case you didn't know, I think they got a strike. I don't know if they're back this week on YouTube or not, but they're definitely on Rockfin and Rumble, I believe so. And I'm not quite sure the other channels, but I know definitely Rockfin and Rumble. So yeah, so another fun Saturday night. Willie's show Saturday night too. I think Missy does her bitch show that night. All kinds of shows going on Saturday night. So good times. More shows like that in the space, you know. But just be careful who you watch, who you trust. I'm just saying, sometimes the information isn't always correct, so it's always good to have like a couple extra sources. So I'm going to pass out. I've had a good night with you guys, and I really love you. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. See you Saturday night, and peace out. Wash your ass. Love you. And as always, free Palestine. Good night.
I gotta fart real bad and I gotta shit real bad, and I'm afraid if I fart I'm gonna shit. There are only two outcomes in this situation, and they both include the fire department. Oh.